Hey everybody! Hey, before we start, I gotta give thanks to God for everything, especially you guys. And welcome to the Daily Chatter, where we talk about a bunch of
Nothing.
This is a vlog about nothing. Or anything.
I hope you enjoy.
I do too. I hope you guys have been liking it, man, because I really have been enjoying this too. Haven't you?
Yes.
We've been having fun together, right? Fred's enjoying it. He's waiting to be in this video.
Fred was in our last video. He's like, I'm going to be in every video now.
Yeah. He's right here.
Frederick.
He's cool.
Frederick Mercury, what are you doing?
Guest starring Freddie.
Hey, where'd you get that pullover?
I got it from you, thank you. You gave this to me.
I have one, though. That is mine.
No, you got...
I bought one and it was too big, and I gave it to you and bought another one for myself.
She had me try it on. She said, well, I could send it back. And I was like, yeah, you could. You could send it back. And then she said I could have it.
Mine?
Where do I usually get my clothes from?
Me? I buy clothes.
No.
A Goodwill or clothes that I buy that are too big. They're too big for me. I give them to him and my son.
Yeah, that's the only time I get like.
Mine's still sat in my closet.
Nice, like expensive, I guess.
Huh?
Nice, something nice. I don't know how much this thing costs.
Not very much.
Not very much.
No. This cost $5, but it was more. I mean, it was more.
That's
than
more
this.
my price. Like Goodwill, I find. Like those Adidas clothes I have, Goodwill or Goodwill, like shopgoodwill.com. I love that. You know, so a lot of times you can get the clothes for a really good deal, but most of the other stuff is like retail price.
I like Shop Goodwill too.
Yeah. And the Goodwill that we have around here, I know you guys have seen us shop there before. They always have good t-shirts and skeets and clothes like I like to wear. So it's better than paying like $50 or $60. You can get them for like $5.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think?
I agree. I got a lot of t-shirts from Goodwill.
Mm-hmm. Good ones too. I like that Star Wars one. I always wear it.
A lot of t-shirts that my kids took from me, and I have them no more. So now,
Olivia.
Yeah.
She's the one that does that. Huh?
She does that kind of stuff.
I hate that when that happens too with socks.
Gee.
Like yeah. You go to get a pair of socks in the morning, and there aren't any socks. And then you know that there's like 400 pairs of socks in your wife's room. But you know that if you tiptoe through there, George is going to hear you and jump up and start going, row, 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 making it as like somebody's in our room. And you won't even be able to make it to the socks.
Now, why don't we just talk about this sock situation real quick, okay?
The sock situation. I know somehow I am the reason why there are no socks.
You're the reason why I have about 400 or 500 pairs of socks.
Well,
so
you should be thankful
I
then.
like
You're
to wear.
welcome.
I like to wear. It's not a compliment. I like to wear merino and alpaca socks, and them are a little bit more money than just a pack of Hanes socks or so whatever that you can buy at Walmart. Well, somebody found my Bombas and my Pacas. That's the name of my wool socks and my alpaca socks.
They are comfortable, but really I prefer just the regular white socks from Walmart.
Once someone finds your socks, you never find them again.
That was our old dryer.
They're gone.
That was the dryer doing that.
No, it was not.
It was taking them all.
So,
when I pulled the hose off there.
I got sick of him taking my good socks because they're not cheap socks. I mean, Bombas were on Shark Tank. Every pair you buy, they donate a pair to a homeless person. Well, I'm buying them merino socks, and those aren't cheap. I like them. I splurge on socks because I have a thing for socks. I like to wear compression socks. I have to wear compression socks a lot of times, but I like merino and alpaca socks.
Those hurt.
He was taking my Bombas. And I'm like, no, this isn't going to fly. So I spotted a whole bunch of packs of Walmart socks, right?
And she stingy with them.
And you still took my Bombas.
I did not.
It left me the Walmart socks.
I found all of the Bombas and Pacas socks that were in the laundry room. These guys had a pile of clothes and they're like 2 foot thick, like pile. I had to wash all this laundry. And I found all these socks in there. I had no idea they were in there. And then she saw the pile of socks that I found. She's like, "Hey, you have all my socks." And all of a sudden, I'm the sock supervillain.
I can tell you why, because every night, I'm very particular. I have a nightly routine. I'm very particular about that. I'm not really a routine type of person, but I am when it comes to my nighttime routine.
Mm-hmm.
I pick a pair of socks and I put them on my nightstand for the next day.
You pick a Paris ox?
Pair of socks.
The ox from Paris? No, go ahead. You put them on your nightstand for the next day. I get it.
I put them on my nightstand for the next day. The pair that I have, I take off and I fold them together so they don't get lost, and I put them in the dirty clothes hamper. My dirty clothes hamper. I have a separate clothes hamper for my own clothes because people steal my clothes. But
this place
for
is
some
hardcore.
reason, even though that's how I know that he takes them, because I put mine together and they don't get lost. If I see him in the laundry room just all strung all over the place, he took them, because I don't treat my socks that way. My socks are they're like
Precious.
very precious to me, and I treat them well. Even my Walmart socks, I keep them together. Socks are, I like them to, I don't know, I just keep them together. And you don't. You steal them, and I never see them again. So one day I just bought tons and tons of Walmart socks because the kids kept stealing them.
And then I found all the alpaca socks and all those socks.
But he still took my Mama socks.
I washed that whole load.
I don't want them after you worn them.
Well, I didn't figure anybody wanted them after they were in a pile
For
of
one thing, you
clothes that
don't
nobody
even
cared
know
about.
how to wash them correctly.
Well,
and you only end up
she uses a lot of these downy beads or whatever those things are that you put
the
in.
unstoppable beads are amazing.
Unmeltable. You put them in there, and if you don't put them in there just right, they get all over your clothes.
That's not true. You don't know how to do it.
So perfumey, I can't wash clothes like that. I'll do it for you. I'll put half the bottle in there for you.
That's what I like.
50 dryer sheets.
That's what I like.
It's crazy. Like, you can't even tell when your clothes are dirty. Like 2 months later, they're still smelling fresh and clean.
That's the point. That's the point.
Yeah, but they're dripping dirt.
I think maybe we spoke of this in the last video. I have a lot of t-shirts and a lot of Hawaiian shirts and a lot of flannels. I got to keep them fresh for a long time to go through. Oh, a lot of socks.
Wow. It's true. Man.
When I get things, I usually buy an excessive amount because I'm weird. I don't know why I do that.
It's not weird. It's just you have a compulsive thing.
I do. I have a compulsive disorder.
I try to talk reason to her, but she, doesn't care.
I care. It's just like, I can't help that. I'm a very compulsive person.
I'm just like, how many Hawaiian shirts can you wear, really? Even if you had 7, that's like 7 different shirts you could wear in a week.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even wear 7 Hawaiian shirts in a week anyway.
No.
But if you have 77, you're never going to wear them.
Most of them still have tags on them.
I know.
And my flannels. And that sitting in my closet. And all the other.
Not this.
One in my closet sitting there with the tags still on.
This does sit there for, I don't know. Most of the stuff that you gave me is still in the thing.
See,
because
you do it too.
It's a lot nicer than my stuff, and I have no place to wear it, and I'm not trying to make people feel a certain way because I'm wearing something like that.
What are you talking about? I don't wear mine either. It's sitting in the closet. I'll give it away.
Why
I'll go
even
get mine at Goodwill. Still got tags on it. I don't care about it. But I'm not giving away my Hawaiian shirts because I wear them.
Well, that's fine. I just wondered why you needed 77. That's all. If
Well,
it's your lucky number, it's your lucky number.
It's not. I don't have 77 anyways. He's lying. Maybe 50. But not 77.
Maybe 87. I don't know.
Maybe.
You are very Hawaiian. We should go to Hawaii and you'd be all hooked up. We could stay there for 2 months and you never wear the same clothes.
I have a genuine Hawaiian shirt from another YouTuber who lived in Hawaii. She sent me one. Her name is Nicole. It's awesome. It's actually one of my favorite Hawaiian shirts.
It's way better. It's more.
It is. It's
authentic.
way better than the ones I get from Amazon and Walmart.
Those are not real Hawaiian shirts.
No, the real one is awesome. I'd like to be able to get more real Hawaiian shirts, but maybe you could probably order them off the internet, couldn't you? From Hawaii?
Yeah. Or we could just go get them.
No, thank you.
We've never been on vacation.
I don't leave
like
I don't leave my state of Illinois.
I'll try to get her on a plane. I'm afraid of heights, but what the heck?
You won't get me on
I don't
a plane.
think I'm afraid anymore. We get right on a plane.
I
We fly
would.
wherever we want to go. To Hawaii, see the volcanoes, see the
Did
Ring
you
of
say
Fire,
we'd
see all
fly
that stuff.
wherever we'd want to go?
Where-
You would fly.
wherever
I
you
would
wanna
not
go.
go anywhere.
Okay, I'd be in the plane and I'd look down and you'd be driving
I wouldn't even drive.
or riding.
I have no desire to leave where I am right now.
I'd get on the plane, I'd look down, you'd still be at home.
There are a few, I could probably think of 3 things I would probably like to see, but not bad enough that I would want to leave to see them.
Let me see if I
Can
can
you
guess them.
guess what 3 they
Ocean.
are? Ocean. Never seen it.
Times Square.
Times Square, New York. Never seen it. Actually, Times Square and the skyscrapers. That's what I would want to see.
And there's another thing.
One more thing. But you have to be in a plane to see this one.
You have to be in a plane to see it.
Vegas Strip.
Oh.
You don't have to be in.
You talked about that.
You don't have to be in a plane, but I would want to see it in a plane
From a plane, yeah.
at night.
We could go there and I could just fly my drone. You could check it out.
And those are the 3 places if I could go anywhere just to see, because I've never seen the ocean, and that would be the first thing I'd ever want to see. 2 would be the skyscrapers in New York and Times Square. I'd like to see Rockefeller Center with the Christmas tree. And 3 would be the Las Vegas Strip at night on a plane.
Yeah.
That would be,
That'd be pretty cool.
I guess if I had to pick 4, I think it would be Alaska, the mountains during the winter.
Oh yeah. I would love to visit Alaska.
Other than that, I have no desire to go. I don't have a desire to go anywhere, leave anywhere. And those, even though I want to see those
That's
things,
true.
the desire to see them is not enough for me to want to leave my home state of Illinois. I've never been further than 2 hours away from my home. And that is when I went and got my bloodhound, Clark, in Peoria, which is 2 hours
Well,
away.
You used to be a school photographer. You didn't go 2 hours away?
No.
But you went over an hour away, though, a few times, didn't
Yeah,
you? That was interesting, wasn't it, being a school photographer?
no, sucked.
That's interesting because I remember school picture day and I always hated it. My mom would dress me up in the clothes that I really didn't want to wear to school. So I would always like borrow some stuff from my friend when I got to school, change my clothes. I would go to my friend's house. We would get the clippers and the hair clippers, and we'd get a haircut and change our whole look and everything. And then I'd get to school and get the picture, and my mom would get them. And
This is something new.
She was mad.
That's somebody that people did not know about me. I did this just for a little bit before I became a landscape designer. I took pictures for Life Touch
Yeah, all kinds of
at
equipment.
schools.
It was pretty cool.
all around my area. I never drove more than an hour away, but it was so long ago. It wasn't even digital. It was regular film. You know, you couldn't see the picture or anything.
And you had it all set up in the living room, all these big umbrellas,
Uh-huh.
a big like stage where she was practicing taking pictures and stuff.
I did do
She
that.
would load it all up in the van.
Yearbook
and she would
pictures.
drive yearbook
That's
pictures.
what I took. I did it for a short time, only because I don't know what I did it for. Maybe a year or so, because I didn't like having to drive and leave my areas. Some places that I had to go were bad areas, and you couldn't go there alone. You know what I mean? I mean, they were just bad areas, but they still had schools, and the kids still needed pictures taken. So you had to make sure that you went with other photographers. You guys would meet up at the place there, and then you would have to go together in separate vehicles in case something happened. It's sad, but yeah, there were places. It was kind of scary too.
That's real sad.
Yeah, it was sad. I took the pictures for grade school and up to high school, so yeah, that's something new about you didn't know. But it's not anything I can't say I really enjoyed it much because, for one, like I said, I didn't like driving far from my house. Number 2 is I don't like sicknesses that are at schools, and I was always scared that I was going to catch
You mean you don't like
colds
working in a petri dish?
and flus. It wasn't for me, but it was interesting, I guess.
And you were good at it.
I took some school pictures.
I have to say that
Huh?
every job that I've ever known you to have, you always end up being
the boss.
the top person. Yeah,
That's
for
my
real. That's the
that's
truth.
my drive in my. This is my drive.
Total control,
That's it.
taking over the world,
Taking
whatever
over the
world
world.
you're in.
Hey, what
It's
about what other
pinky
way?
and the brain.
What other way to do it? That's the best way.
We'll just go in and conquer.
You go in and conquer, and you rise to the top. But you got to do it in a graceful and
Dignified manner.
You can't just go in and start being mean and hateful and vindictive and trying to take everybody out. You want to rise to the top, dignified, well respected,
All the while
keeping everybody else as your how am I going to say it? Encouraging them to want to rise as well, but just not quite as far as you. Does that make sense? No. You all the while
holding them back just a
no,
little.
I'm just that's a joke.
In their place.
You go there and you want to rise to the top. That's the mentality that you have, but at the same time, like I said, you got to do it in a dignified manner. You cannot degrade anybody else around you, and you want to encourage everybody else to try to rise to their full potential as well. If they rise above you, good for them. That's what I say. Good for them.
If you're able to rise to your full potential, then you definitely can inspire and help other people to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
And you're good at that.
You know, I'm going to do a video on my other channel because I think this is something that I should have done a long time ago. It's long overdue. Who inspired me? I always say you're the one who told me to start the YouTube channel, right?
Me?
My crochet YouTube channel, right?
Me? You talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was his idea, right? He
Yeah.
came up with the name. It was his idea. But I wasn't quite sure about it, right? There was a YouTuber that I started to watch who inspired me in the end to want to teach. And I think I'm going to do a video and tell you guys who that is. I wonder if you guys know.
Big reveal.
I wonder if you guys know. Remember, YouTube was way different 10 years ago. You only taught crochet on YouTube 10 years ago. You didn't show yarn or just talk about your personal life or do crocheting and whatnot. You didn't do that kind of stuff. The purpose of it was to teach, and that's what we did. And I still do that. I make tutorials. I still try to teach tutorials as much as possible because that's what my foundation of my channel started on. But now I like to teach about yarn as well. So I still try to keep my other channel as educational as possible.
I couldn't teach you anything, so I just said, let's go shop for yarn.
Let's go shop for yarn.
And record it.
I think that's why on my channel, I stick to myself. I'm such a loner because I try to just stick to the basics of, I just want to teach crochet and teach about yarn. I don't want to do anything else. That's what I want.
And she is independent. She likes to do things herself.
I'm a very independent person.
It's hard to integrate into her team because she has her way, and it's hard for her to break that.
I'm stubborn.
Because she does reach her potential. I mean, I would hate to impede her. You know, if I get in there, I'm bumbling around like...
I just have certain ways that I like things to be done, not just talking about my other channel, just in life in general. I have certain ways that I want things to be done. If they're not done that way,
somebody's getting a talking to.
Somebody's getting a talking to, and they're going to do it correctly. Either that, or I just do it myself. Like they always say, usually, you just might as well just want it done right. You just might as well do it yourself.
True.
The reason that being is because of being done right. Even though the person might have done it right, they didn't do it the right way that you wanted them to do it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, people have ways they want to do things. They're set in their ways. I'm a person that does not fare well with change at all. Do I? No. Oh my gosh, I cried my eyes out when we moved to this house. I cannot change my...
You and Steve cried your eyes out.
I cannot change my ways. And my son Eli is like that too. He is horrible with change. He's
getting better now.
He got that. He got that from me. And Alex isn't good at change either. Yeah, neither one of them. Actually, Isaac isn't either, to tell you the truth. Only the girls are. They're all right with change.
Steve was not? Steve hid under the couch for 3 days.
When we moved here, he did.
Then when he finally
he
got
didn't
enough
even go to the
brave-
bathroom.
Yeah, when he finally got brave enough, he just came out and peed for
He
like 4
ran
minutes.
as fast as he can to the litter box, and he sat there for like 4 or 5 minutes and went to the bathroom, and then ran back under the couch. He made it out though. He's good now.
Yeah, he likes the place now.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves his mark everywhere, scratching and
Oh man,
even fur balls for me to pick up.
maybe we should go to Joann's soon, Michael's or something.
To Joann's.
I always say I want to do that stuff to make a video because for my other channel, I don't mean to keep talking about my other channel, but people ask
Talk
me.
about whatever you want. This is a free-flowing channel.
People
here.
ask me, hey, can you go to these places? And I'm like, yeah, I'll try. They're just so dang far away from me. And I always just like, Michael's is a little bit over an hour away. Joann's like an hour and a half away.
I'm fine driving there, but she doesn't like to ride in the car because it hurts her back.
I don't really like riding in the car. I don't really. George cries the whole time I leave. And to tell you the truth, like I said, I don't even like leaving this room. Everything I need is here. So I think I'm going to go to Joann's tomorrow to make a video because people are asking me to.
And I even say, hey, I'll wake you up early.
And then-
I'll take you to Joann's right when it opens.
And then I'm like, hey, don't wake me up early, okay?
And
Don't
before
wake
we
me
go
up.
to bed, she's like, hey, I'm probably not going to go to Joann's tomorrow. And I'm
Oh,
like, why not?
I think about it and I'm like, man, it's such a long drive to Joann's. And then I'm like, my joints really suck. Anyways, it's really not much there.
It's okay.
And I know that people want to see it anyways because a lot of people can't get out. And I understand that and I want to do that for them. But it's so hard because I don't like to get out. You know what I mean? But I'm going to do it one day this week. I'm going to do it. And we'll go. Just 1 second. That was my son, Eli. He's got something going on. What's going on? I'm by myself. Oh, got my quote up there. We're going to call this the quote of the day. Today it is, do what you feel is right because you'll be criticized anyways. That quote is very true and it applies to all aspects of our lives. I said we're going to do a quote of the day from now on.
Quote of the day.
What does that quote mean to you? To me, like I said, all aspects of our lives, it means that. No matter what you do in your life, you should just do what you think is right, what makes you happy, because it doesn't matter what you do. Someone's going to say something, so you might as well just do it.
You should be true to yourself and not be beholden to the judgments of others. Why should I let my liberty be judged by the conscience of another man? Why should I restrain myself from being my true self because of the fears of what other people think? If you do things without shame, if it comes from a place in your heart that's from love and sincerity and truth and honesty, there's no law against these things, so there's no shame in your actions. So there's no judgments that are righteous that anybody can have against you because you're not doing anything to be judged for. You speak from truth and sincerity. I mean, you'll be criticized anyway, but it's unrighteous judgment, and we should all consider that a joy and a privilege to be true to ourselves, even if we're unrighteously judged.
Well, I don't consider the unrighteous judgment a joy and a privilege. I consider it sad for that person.
Jesus received the same kind of judgment.
That he did. Yes.
And so we should take it with patience and long suffering, and it brings joy and peace to us because we learn from it. But we all think about things differently.
We do. So let us know what that quote means to you in the comments.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll have a different quote up every day. That's what we'll do.
We can gain a lot of understanding from this. Treasures.
Treasures beyond your wildest imagination, your wildest dreams. Sorry about
Willy Wonka.
Sorry about my clock. Yeah, Willy Wonka.
Hey, knowledge and wisdom is more precious than gold and rubies. And we lay up those treasures in heaven. And where those treasures are, our hearts will be. We speak out of the abundance of our hearts, and a wholesome tongue is a tree of life. So if a wholesome tongue is a tree of life, and we speak out of the abundance of the treasures of our hearts, and those treasures are knowledge and wisdom, or knowledge and understanding, then those things are things that can be given to people that build them up and add life and vibrance to them.
Well, on that, we're
We
gonna
will
go.
see you later.
That was very nice and very sweet, babe. I love you very much.
It's from the Bible. It's from the Bible.
I hope that you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time, right? I hope so.
See you tomorrow.
I hope so. Tomorrow. Yeah.
Peace, love, and understanding.
Bye, guys.